Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining us. This is from the CBN. I am Misi Dada. As a cereal grain, rice is the most widely consumed staple food for a large part of the world population. It certainly is a major staple food in Nigeria, consumed across all geopolitical zones and economic classes. Today on the program, we'll talk about rice and revisit the stories of the rice pyramids that have so far been unveiled in 3 states of the Federation. And as well bring to you the testimonies of more beneficiaries from the CBN Agribusiness Small and Medium Enterprises Investment Scheme, AGSMEIS. So stay with us. Did you know that although China and India are the 2 largest producers of rice in the world, both countries consume the majority of the rice produced locally? Prior to the present revolution led by the Central Bank of Nigeria, rice importation was taking a huge chunk of foreign exchange and draining the country's external reserves, exporting jobs to the countries where the food item was produced and distorting the commodity value chain. The CBN said it needed to act because its economic and financial policies will amount to nothing if such was not addressed. We have more in this report.
There was a time in Nigeria's proud history when groundnut pyramids graced the skyline of prominent cities, notably Kano, in ways similar to how the Great Pyramids of Giza add splendor to the horizon of Egypt. Due to incidents of drought, viruses, and the near-total neglect of the agricultural sector, the pyramids all but disappeared, except in history books. The residential houses that now stand where these pyramids once stood are a sad reminder of how our economic prowess has ebbed. The question has even been asked, can the Great Pyramids of Kano be revived and replicated across other states in Nigeria? Thanks to the interventions of the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) under its Anchor Borrowers Programme in the agricultural sector, the answer is a resounding yes.
That is why I have high hopes about the prospects of the CBN's Anchor Borrowers Programme and its potentials to create millions of jobs and lift thousands of smallholder farmers out of poverty.
In line with the CBN's developmental initiative, the bank introduced the Anchor Borrowers Programme. The Anchor Borrowers Programme is designed to create economic linkages between farmers and processors, not only to ensure increased agricultural output of rice and wheat, but also close the gap between production and consumption by ramping up capacity utilization in our integrated mills.
Following the bumper harvest from the 2020 wet season, in spite of incidents of insecurity, the coronavirus pandemic, COVID-19, and flooding, pyramids of rice are springing up in the horizon of Minna, Niger State, with over 5 million metric tons of rice paddy expected from 1 million hectares. With the dry season setting in, proceeds from this harvest will be redistributed to farmers for the next planting season. The partnership between the CBN and the Rice Farmers Association of Nigeria (RIFAN) is sure yielding the expected dividends that will guarantee enough products at affordable rates for local consumption and excess for export purposes.
From the modest pilot of 75,000 farmers in 26 states, the RIFAN CBN ABP model has now been fully established in all the states of the Federation and the FCT. With the deployment of technology which covered farmers' enumeration, biometric capture, and GPS mapping of farms, all embedded to enhance the operational efficiency of the ABP, the wet season witnessed a geometric rise in beneficiaries from about 275,000 farmers have been empowered to cultivate over 200,000 hectares across all the states of the Federation and the FCT. The target acreage for this 2019-2020 was 500,000, and we hope to achieve 1 million.
In the beginning it was rough, but by the grace of Allah Almighty, we have started seeing results. Our farmers have increased their productivity, and inshallah going forward, more farmers will join the kitty. The Central Bank of Nigeria has been very supportive. RIFAN has been very supportive.
What you see here is just 4 pyramids. I mean, you see in excess of 300,000 bags here. You can see trucks also carrying the commodity. For the dry season, 1 million hectares, we're looking at over 5 million metric tons of rice paddy. And what we've advised the banks and the various associations that we finance or we fund is that we no longer take payment in currency. So we take the produce. And so it's easier for the farmers to repay.
Why we call it special dry season is we are going to achieve 2 dry season cropping in 1 dry season calendar. It has never happened in the history of Nigeria deliberately and formally to have 2 dry seasons under 1 single dry season until this time around under the Anchor Borrowers Programme of Central Bank of Nigeria. Why we decided to initiate the 2 dry seasons is because of what the Central Bank has decided to come up with so that the challenges we are facing of the food security in the country will be solved. Because under the dry season, if you cultivate twice, you will be able to achieve at least between 4 to 5 million metric tons of rice under the 2 cropping seasons.
Beyond rice, the CBN Commodity Association window has been expanded to cover more commodities such as maize, cassava, sorghum, soybean, and ginger, among others. The CBN believes that all these efforts will contribute to Nigeria's national aggregates and galvanize the country's drive to economic diversification. Indeed, the return of the pyramids indicate that good times are here again for the agricultural sector, particularly as the nation vigorously pursues the alternatives to diversifying Nigeria's revenue base. More importantly, it will ensure that we achieve the national goal of producing what we eat and eating what we produce.
Nigeria is a rich nation of green land, rich resources, countless crops and commodities sufficient to feed and provide a means of livelihood for her teeming population. Chin up, Nigeria, the giant of Africa. Exciting times are here. We can be self-reliant and grow our economy if we work together to explore our potential. It takes a whole nation. Let us get involved. Buy Nigerian to grow Nigeria.
Welcome back. Rice can come in many shapes, colors, and sizes: brown, white, black, red, and others. Long grain rice, short grain rice, and the one in between. It can be grown anywhere, reaching between 3 feet 3 inches and 5 feet 11 inches in height, depending on the variety and the soil fertility. It takes between 110 days to 150 days from sowing to harvesting. Now, Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, has emphasized the need for all stakeholders to sustain the current efforts championed by the bank to galvanize agricultural production towards meeting the requirements of Nigeria's growing population. It is the flag off of the 2020 wet season harvest aggregation and dry season input distribution under the CBN Rice Farmers Association of Nigeria's Anchor Borrowers Programme in Zoro, Kebbi State. It is also to mark the 5th anniversary of the Anchor Borrowers Programme, an initiative which the CBN Governor, Mr. Kebbi and April, says had been characterized with huge successes, learning points and challenges.
As an essential part of President Muhammadu Buhari's drive for economic diversification, the Anchor Borrowers Programme has catalyzed Nigeria's rural economy and has transformed the perception of agriculture as a tool for economic empowerment to a sustainable income generating activity for our rural dwellers with significant potential for growth. From inception till date, we have financed 2,923,937 smallholder farmers, cultivating 3,647,643 hectares of land across 21 commodities through over 23 participating financial institutions in the entire 30 states of the Federation, including the FCT. Our experience over the last 5 years has led to significant improvement in the execution of this program. We have added several layers of control to improve on transparency and accountability amongst all stakeholders. And what you are witnessing today is a demonstration of the growth that has been attained in the country's agricultural space. It is important to note that we are still a far cry from attaining perfection, but the emerging results from the program reaffirms our belief in the potential inherent in our agricultural sector. And we are constantly engaging farmers to enhance their trust in this system by rewarding farmers with good repayment records, while facilitating an effective market linkage with millers for the uptake of their output. In support of the growth recorded in this drive to attain self-sufficiency in food production and to moderate prices of agricultural commodities, Mr. President has approved the resuscitation of Nigeria's commodity exchange, and the CBN, in partnership with other stakeholders, will be committing at least 50 billion naira to this initiative.
The host governor, Senator Abubakar Atiku Bagudu, commends the CBN governor and his team for the novel initiatives which he says have strengthened food security and enhanced the economic diversification drive.
Today, as part of its loan repayment program scheme, the Rice Farmers Association of Nigeria is displaying the riches and the successes and the gains of the last 5 years by this massive array of pyramids which could hardly have ever been witnessed before in the country.
Governor Kayode Fayemi of Ekiti State, who is also the chairman, Nigeria Governors Forum, commends the Apex Bank for thinking outside the orthodox paradigm of growing the country's gross domestic product.
Today, the dominant news in our country is security. Everywhere you turn, what you hear is the need for better security. But what these pyramids have shown us is that the greatest form of security is human security. And the best way to express human security is via food security, because that is when you can limit the desperation in the minds of our people and reduce the thirst for violence in our country. And what is being demonstrated here and across the length and breadth of Nigeria since the Anchor Borrowers Programme started is the capacity of our people to produce what we will eat and to eat what we produce.
Speaking on behalf of the farmers, President of the Rice Farmers Association of Nigeria, Alhaji Aminu Goronyo, thanks President Muhammadu Buhari for the vision that Nigeria must be self-sufficient in food production.
After here, we have Ikiti. Another pyramid is coming up, is going to be celebrated in Ikiti. God willing, in the next few days. And after here, we also have Gombe, where we have the same pyramid. We have done it in Niger State. We are going to do it in several states of this country.
Thanks for staying tuned. The byproduct of rice milling can be used for livestock feed or can be processed from the bran for both food and industrial uses. Broken rice is used in brewing, distilling, and in the manufacture of starch and rice flour. The husks are used for fuel, packing material, fertilizer, and more. The straw is used for feed, livestock, bedding, mats, and roof thatching. The CBN and the Rice Farmers Association of Nigeria, RIFAN, expect 1 million hectares of farmland to be cultivated during the dry season to trigger a continuous drop in the price of rice nationwide. The rice pyramids on display at this occasion are the third of its kind in as many months. They were first seen in Niger State, then Kebbi State, and now at the flag-off of the 2021 dry season rice cultivation and 2020 wet season harvest aggregation and sale of rice paddy to millers under the CBN RIFAN Anchor Borrowers Programme in Gombe State. The Anchor Borrowers Programme, an agricultural financing initiative of the Central Bank of Nigeria, launched by President Muhammadu Buhari in November 2015, has become a game changer. These rice pyramids are in part a testament to the success of the program, which has benefited about 3 million farmers cultivating close to 4 million hectares of land across 21 commodities in the country. President Buhari, represented here by the governor of Kebbi State, who is also the vice chairman, National Food Security Council, Abubakar Bagudu, said, "The Rice Festival, which indicates the return of food sufficiency in the country, will graduate from a regional affair to a grassroots event in the next 2 years."
What we see today is a product of clear-sighted policy by Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari, and careful, diligent execution by institutions of state, in particular the Central Bank of Nigeria. What the Central Bank of Nigeria did in the last 5 years, the risks that the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Mr. Kebbi, took personally, the creativity, the visibility, the departure from what is known about Central Bank governors, non-visible, conservative, and the patriotism and the nationalism he exhibited and mobilized the Central Bank and other institutions to respond to is the single most important contributory factor to what we are seeing here today.
Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, remarked that it is heartwarming to see efforts towards attaining self-sufficiency in food production turn into a movement where success in agricultural development is being celebrated from one state to another.
We have continued to transform our learning experiences to improve efficiency in the execution of this program. We have added several layers of control to improve on transparency and accountability among all stakeholders. And what you are witnessing today is a demonstration of our growth and a strong indication of the enormous potential in the country's agricultural space. It is important to note that we are still a far cry from attaining perfection, but the growth processes reaffirm our belief in the potential inherent in our agricultural sector and our people, and we must harness them in order to diversify the Nigerian economy.
Emefiele said the bank will deepen engagement with stakeholders to leverage on technology, mechanization, and improved agronomy practices.
The CBN is also positioned to ensure the integration of our farmers into the government's economic sustainability program, aimed at providing 5 million homes with electricity using solar energy. Under this program, every farmer under our Anchor Borrowers Program is eligible to get a solar home system that will provide electricity to power their essential home appliances. Repayment of the electricity consumed under this solar home system being provided to our farmers under our Anchor Borrowers Program can be paid using the produce from the farm, just like today.
Governor of Gombe State, Mohamedou Yahya, recalled that in January, management of the Apex Bank, together with the National Cotton Association, were also in the state to kickstart the aggregation process of cotton farmers who equally paid the facilities they took in kind to signal the return of cotton production.
We are notably recorded to be producing a high quantity of soya beans, high quantity of sesame seeds, high quantity of sorghum, and virtually all the commodities. Our state is 80% agrarian, with 80% of our people committed to farming, virtually at the subsistence level. But the support we got from the central bank provided the encouragement needed for us to produce, and that is why we have enough to show, and we are really very proud and appreciative of this good gesture of the Central Bank of Nigeria.
With farmers in Ekiti State and the Federal Capital Territory gearing up for a similar display, more commodity pyramids will soon be dotting Nigeria's skyline. The CBN Agribusiness Small and Medium Enterprises Investment Scheme AGSMEIS has transformed many businesses. Here are more testimonies from some of them.
Into printing and publishing, but basically here we're into printing and branding. I heard from an organization in Abuja, African Breed Foundation in Abuja, so they called me for a training. After I did the training for them, and I submitted my business plan and my business proposal, and they were able to forward it to the central bank, and I was called and I was interviewed and I was successful. The fund has had tremendous impact on my business because, as you can see right now, the machines behind me were acquired by these funds, and some other things in the graphics section, and even the power surge we are using to operate. This has changed the level and the platform of this business, because without this machine, we cannot be able to work effectively. So this machine the money has been able to help us to acquire these hypertech equipments that you are seeing. They're all digital printing equipments, so they are fast and effective. So this fund is what we are able to help us to achieve this, and plus the ID card machines that is in the graphic section. These are the things the fund has done for us. I want to give my appreciation to the Central Bank of Nigeria and also to the governor of the Central Bank, the person of Mr. Godwin Emefiele, for the impact he has done in our lives, and giving us this opportunity and this platform to be able to take our business to another level. We are so grateful and we appreciate him and the entire Central Banks of Nigeria. Thank you very much.
The AGSMEIS loan has actually given me an opportunity to expand and also do the things I love doing, like cooking, baking, and other things. So I appreciate the loan, and I'm a beneficiary, and I'm grateful to the government for making such provision. So I encourage everybody to apply for that loan, and also, in fact, it gives you a lot of privilege. It opens the door for you so that you'll be able to showcase your entrepreneurship, because I never believed that I can do certain things that I'm doing now. But with this door that was opened, it has made me to veer into other things.
Yes, before, and we have some equipment. And when we get to know about AGSMEIS loan, we apply, and then we were given, our application was granted, and we were able to purchase this large format printer. The facility has really helped us to expand our business. With what we acquire now, you can see we are 5 in this location. We still have in the other location. So we are having almost 10 workers working on this with us now. And if we have more privilege to more facility, we will expand the scope of our business, and we'll be able to employ more and contribute to the development of the economy.
That's the package from the CBN this week. Log on to the website of the Central Bank of Nigeria, www.cbn.gov.ng, to find out more about the people-oriented initiatives of the Apex Bank, such as the Agribusiness Small and Medium Enterprises Investment Scheme, the Targeted Credit Facility, and other economic interventions that are still ongoing. You can also talk to your bank about the schemes. Call the CBN Contact Center using the phone number provided below for your valid complaints. Remember, local call rates may apply. Send in your comments and contributions to the email address from the cbn@gmail.com and follow us on the social media for updates and uploaded episodes of the program. I'm William Dada. Stay safe. Bye for now.